On Wednesday, October 16th, we'll see the return to the ring of Chris Colbert as he fights on Probox TV in an exciting matchup against Omar Salcido Gamez. And this is a fight that is going to be scheduled for 10 rounds in the lightweight division. I see that Colbert is still hanging around that lightweight division when he may want to actually be fighting at junior lightweight. You know, the fighters at lightweight are stronger than the super featherweights and the juniors. And Colbert has been hanging around there. He's already taken a loss. He's already been stopped, but he still wants to play the game. Now, what this means is that the opponent that he's facing on this particular night, Omar Salcido Gamez from Mexico, is another fighter whom he's trying to take on to show that he still has what it takes. His December 2023 destruction loss to Jose Valenzuela Rayo was the type of stuff that even his cornerman could see what was happening, and he rebelled against them and immediately went out and got knocked out by Rayo. When you're talking about Omar Salcido, he's a young man that's 24 years of age, and he's coming up. His record of 19-1 with 13 KOs shows him to be a solid fighter, but he has an aggression within him. He likes to wind up that big left hook. His nickname is Super, and he is looking for an opportunity. Probox TV gives these young fighters an opportunity all the time. His most recent fight was an 8-round unanimous decision against Luis Correa, and that was a fight that was on ESPN. He looked pretty good in that fight as he took that 8-rounder. But against Colbert, this is an opportunity for a fighter who has more of a name in the sport in Chris. Will he be able to rise to that challenge? Who knows? But we do know that Chris has had his own issues. The 2 losses on his record speak a lot. The Hector Luis Garcia fight that he lost in February of 2022 saw him on the canvas in round 7. He didn't engage after being dropped in that fight and went on to lose a unanimous decision in 12 rounds, in which he never really tried to get back at Garcia, who was outboxing him cleanly. There's something about Colbert that makes people, you either kind of like the guy or you really don't like him at all. And the way that he approaches his profession is quite questionable as well. I am of the belief that he's just in here making $1 here and there, and he's not taking his career very serious. But when you have a challenger like Omar Salcido Gamez, you need to be looking out, because these young fighters, particularly a young fighter like he out of Mexico, are looking to take that next step to the next level. And typically when those men do that, they don't look back. Colbert has blamed his misfortunes and shortcomings on everything except for pointing at himself. And when I had a chance to look at the highlight reel of Salcido, what I noticed was an aggressive young man that is not afraid to let his hands go. Now, Colbert was that way earlier in his career, but he was fighting at a much lighter weight as well. And after being stopped, we wonder what his mental faculties are going to be like. Is he going to be willing to engage, or will he look to just kind of coast and play it safe? I don't think this fighter is one that's going to allow him to do those things, but it remains to be seen. Being on television is not a first for Gamez, so he's gonna come. There's only an inch difference between their heights, as Colbert is taller at 5'8". But he's 28 years of age, entering a prime, but he has squandered a lot of time. His last time in the ring was last December, whereas also Gamez's last time was in the ring was last December. So they're on the same timetable, but are they on the same trajectory? And that's what we have to question here. But I'll be there to check it out on Probox TV. They put on quite exciting fights. Some of them that they've broadcast thus far are candidates for Fight of the Year, Performances of the Year, Knockouts of the Year. So Probox TV is helping the sport of boxing out a great deal with their broadcasts. And they have their own arena, so the fighters can feel like they're at home. Meaning, like, if you've performed on their air before, it's the place to be. So, what do you think? Will Colbert come out of the shell and look like the talented fighter that he once was? Or will Gamez come in there and show him that he's ready to take that spot and the next step up in the division? Let's tune in and find out. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about this fight and Colbert and his chances of coming back and getting his career back on track. Will he be able to do it or not? Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.